What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. So I want to talk about impatience today, and I want to really kind of go through this a little more. I think it's so important to see, first, I'll define what impatience is versus patience, and then I want to talk about how this really just affects life and how if you operate out of a place of impatience, it will really subvert what you're trying to do. And let me define it like this. Impatience is not, what impatience is not, is having a desire for something to happen or for something to be accomplished or for you to get something. Having a desire for something is not what impatience is. It goes hand in hand with impatience because often impatience can be driven by a desire, an emotional desire for something, but that is not what impatience is. Impatience is when you actually do not have the self-control to pause yourself and say, okay, this will happen. Let me just change lanes for a moment and then keep my head down and continue to work for whatever I need to work for. And I'm speaking more from an entrepreneurial side, more from building a company side. Cool. I know the inevitable will occur in my life. Let me just put my head down and go back to work. I know that when Andrew and I first started, it was me and him. I know we're going to get a team. Okay. That's not happening right now. Let me put my head back down and go to work. That's patience versus impatience is, oh, why don't we have a team? And then all I'm trying to do is push to get a team, but it's wrong time, wrong place. See, impatience pushes you into wrong timing. And there is so much in life about timing. Timing is everything. It is better to be in the right place and in the right time than it is to go and prepare and struggle and fight and do all this stuff, because you can be in the right place and right time and everything just happens, which is why you do work up front. You prepare so that when that opportunity presents itself, you can take advantage, because you're going to be in the right time and the right place at some point in your life. And so impatience, though, thwarts that because you are trying to force that moment to happen, whatever it is. And now I'm not talking about don't have this heart to actually go get what you need to get, right? Andrew and I talk a lot about, cool, if we don't have the opportunity, let's create the opportunity. We talk a lot about that. I don't have this opportunity. Okay, well, let me create the opportunity. Why don't I just be the door for that opportunity? Why doesn't Andrew? Why don't we do this? And I'm not saying that you're avoiding that, but what happens is when you have impatience lacks self-control and impatience lacks discipline. And those things both, discipline and self-control, help things operate in order. And in order to be successful in life, in order to move forward towards your vision and goals, you've got to operate out of order. You've got to do things in the right order. When you're working, and think about this, assembling a plane, right? We go through a factory of, hey, we have the designs for the plane, we set up the factory. You've got to go through the right order to actually assemble that plane, the right order, the right sequence of events. It's like how they taught you in math. Hey, follow all the steps. And I think it's important to see that there is an order and a sequence. So I played a lot of music growing up. And if you play out of order, or if you're in wrong timing, you're in wrong rhythm and pacing, you're not playing with the band. And if you're not playing with the band, you're not moving forward. The music is not flowing and it's not moving forward. And it's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in business. It's the same thing wherever you're at. You have to have timing. And impatience destroys that. Impatience really thwarts all of that and then puts disorder and chaos. Andrew and I talk about it like building a new train. We start a new train, that's going to help, and it's going to help with production and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, right before we finish it, we start a new one. We never finish the old one out of impatience. We've done that. And as a result, you have all these trains that are incomplete, that don't do anything, they don't work, they don't run, and they're just as useless as not having a train to help pull the load. Think about that. But because we are impatient, we got out of order and didn't finish, because finishing is part of the order, the train didn't do anything for us. And this is true in anything. It's so interesting because starting's awesome, but finishing is harder and finishing feels better. And a lot of people start things really well, but a lot of people do not finish well. And that is partly because of the impatience. We get down into that middle path and it doesn't feel like anything is happening. We're just in the same doldrums and whatever else is happening. And then before you know it, it's like, cool, I'm quitting. And then that's the impatience and it's thwarting the work. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.